Welcome to an open page with LongTemple. Tonight's reading opens with the prologue from Caramel and Steel, a platinum chocolate romance. For 33 years, Marlie Bennett lived in the background of her own life. Her husband's needs, her children's wants, her home, polished, predictable, and hollow. Everything she touched carried the weight of someone else's comfort. There was no explosion, no betrayal, no sudden heartbreak. Just erosion, the kind that eats at a woman's edges until she starts to forget her own outline. Laughter faded into politeness, desire into duty, love into logistics. Her mornings had become choreography, coffee brewing before dawn, shirts pressed, lunches packed, bills paid, patience practiced. She was the pulse that kept everyone else alive, but no one heard her heartbeat. 2 daughters of her own, 4 stepchildren she had guided with care, yet none saw her beyond what she could give. "Mom, I need this." "Ma, can you send that?" Requests came, gratitude rarely followed. It was a kind of loneliness that didn't announce itself. It lingered quietly, dressed as responsibility. Then one ordinary morning, sunlight spilled across the kitchen counter, landing on the empty chair where her husband had once sat. Always scrolling, always somewhere else. She stood there, coffee cooling in her hand, her reflection trembling in the window pane. He doesn't see me. He hasn't in years. The thought was calm, not cruel, and it changed everything. She didn't know who she was outside of marriage, outside of being mother, stepmother, problem solver, peacekeeper. But she knew one truth with startling clarity: being alone would be better than being invisible. When she asked for the divorce, he blinked in disbelief, as if she'd spoken another language. There were no arguments, no pleas, just a slow unraveling that lasted 3 long years. A paper war waged in silence. By the time the dissolution came through, Marlie had already packed her spirit and her peace. She left the Williamsburg brownstone, that shrine of appearances, and crossed the river to Orange, New Jersey, carrying boxes and a freedom she hadn't yet learned how to wear. The quiet there was new, not hollow, open. She began with small rebellions, cooking meals she wanted without apology. Buying tulips because she liked their softness, not because they matched the decor. Letting jazz, soul, and old-school R&B shake the walls until rhythm replaced the echo of obligation. In that silence, she began to hear her own voice again. Some nights she'd lie awake whispering, "You made it out." Other nights, tears would fall, not from grief, but release. Healing didn't arrive as happiness. It came as honesty, and in that honesty, she found the courage to begin again, unhurried, unfinished, but finally seen. Thank you for spending this moment with the story. We'll continue together on the next open page. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to leave a comment, share what stayed with you, or simply let me know you were here. We'll continue together on the next open page with Chapter 1, Taking Action, on Thursday, March 5th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.